Reffing Oxford. Whoa. She doesn't even go here.
So, hello guys, I'm here with Anya today. She is Real Healthy Food on Instagram.
I sure am.
And she is staying with me at my college.
So exciting. So I came yesterday for a lecture, which is kind of like what we bonded over, our love for Mary Beard. And then I stayed overnight and we went to Oxford today. It was very exciting. So we're gonna do a
Q&A.
How exciting.
Okay, so we advertised this on our Instagrams and our Snapchats, etc. And
Oh yeah, I haven't checked my Snapchat.
Good one, great start. Okay, so we've got quite a few and I've got them on this pad here because there's quite a lot. And I'm going to try and say the Insta username with it if I can, but some of them were anonymous, so we'll see. So the first part is going to be on like veganism and just kind of food in general, because that's what our accounts are.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Okay, what's the first question?
This one here. So this one, I'm going to give this to you because this was your question.
It was indeed. So at Little Banana Babe on Instagram, love that username by the way, she asked, what food could you not live without? And we actually were puzzling over this last night because I don't even know.
No.
I'll let you go first. Hash browns.
Yeah.
It's such a hard question.
Browns? I don't know. Bananas?
Bananas, like
you can do anything with
oats.
bananas.
I think for me it would be oats because it's so cold in England, I just eat an insane amount of oats and they're so affordable, like it just makes sense.
Yeah, really cheap.
And delicious. So
Peanut butter as well.
oh my god, yeah.
I have a lot of peanut butter.
Yeah, no, actually I couldn't live without nut butter. So like even chocolate, like I don't eat a lot of chocolate, but if it wasn't there, I don't know, it would just be a really sad night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically carbs.
Basically.
Basically carbs.
Okay, next question.
Okay, the next question is from Ellie Poppy Walker on Instagram, and she says, what is your favourite vegan meal?
Ooh. I do love a really good vegan burger, but like not a fake meat burger, like a proper veggie burger.
Yeah.
Because I don't really like fake meat like that much when it's really realistic. Or honestly, like maybe like sushi. Some really good sushi.
Yeah.
What about you?
Cucumber maki. 100%.
Oh yeah.
100%.
So good.
Or just like your simple kind of rice and broccoli.
Oh yeah, oh my god, what food can I not live without? Broccoli. Yeah, no, that's definitely my answer. I take it back.
So vegan. Okay, so Grace, who is to.for_living on Instagram. She says, what is the best winter thing you have ever baked?
Oh, that is a really tough one. I made banana bread the other week and it was good, but like that's just not good enough.
And I always find that every Christmas I bake some sort of shortbready biscuit.
Oh yeah.
Like,
oh, I made vegan mince pies once and they were so good.
I've never been a fan of mince pies. I don't know why.
I never usually am, but like just something about a good homemade mince pie.
Yeah.
Just you can't beat. Or I really want to try and make vegan scones. I feel like that could be
That could be good.
Okay.
So this one's come up a lot of times. So definitely gonna spend some time on this one. So it's, how can you stay healthy, vegan, and kind of within a budget as a student? So what I'm gonna say is definitely go to the supermarket in the evening, maybe before closing, especially on a Sunday. If you go
Sunday nights.
Everything's reduced, so I got like a whole baguette for like 10p.
So good.
Which was amazing.
Oh my God.
And also a whole loaf of bread, like you know those farmhouse loaves?
Oh yeah.
6p.
No.
6p.
Oh my god, you could literally find 6p just wandering around the street and like found
exactly.
exchange. That's crazy.
And to be honest, veg is quite expensive because I don't have a freezer, so I have to get it all fresh.
I was going to say, like, the best thing to do for a budget is to get frozen veg, but if you don't have a freezer, it makes it really difficult. Just get stuff that's like, just get the cheapest, like proper like own brand, like don't obviously like no organic, like that's just ridiculous.
Own brand is
find like the cheapest shops like Lidl's and Aldi, or like Morrison's or Asda. Even Asda's a bit more expensive, but like anything, like don't go to Waitrose or something, like that's just a bit stupid. Like find the cheapest supermarkets where you live.
I love how I say that with a bag of Waitrose bananas. Just
that was my parents.
Yeah, Aldi's the way forward.
Yeah.
But also fruit and veg markets, they're really good with haggling. You can just totally get them down.
And if you get like loads of fruit or like loads of veg, they'll definitely do your deal.
Yeah.
And like go for, like a lot of places will have like the big trays of fruit, and usually like they work out a lot better value than if you go and buy like the smaller amount. So
this is from Grace again. Thanks, Grace. And it's, what's your favourite breakfast as a vegan? That is tough because breakfast is
it's
just
the best meal of the day.
I'd have breakfast for every meal.
Oh my god.
Like, we had a Cliff Bar first, but like our actual proper kind of breakfast was this delicious fryer.
So good. Oh my god, it tasted amazing, and it was so cheap.
£1.35 to be exact. Thank you, St. Peter's.
Wait, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, pancakes. If time and money wasn't an issue, pancakes.
I agree. I'm going to agree with that. Pancakes are definitely my favourite thing to make.
With like maple syrup, chocolate sauce, bananas on top.
I miss pancakes so much. It's going to be the first thing I make when I get home.
Oh my god, it's going to be so good.
What do you eat when you're at a non-vegan's house? Now, because obviously I'm at uni, we don't really do that a lot. So, Anya, would you like to take the floor?
So most of my friends, I've got one close friend who's vegetarian, another who is just very open to it all. And honestly, like that, I think if your friends are true friends, they'll be okay with the fact that you're vegan, in which case they'll be more than happy to just make you options, and it's definitely not something to worry about. And just like have some solid ideas that you can just like give them before you go, because I think the worst thing is if they just don't have a clue what to make you. So just make like pasta and tomato sauce is such like a staple thing when you go to other people's houses, and like help them cook as well, because like that way you're kind of getting involved and it's like a fun thing to do. And oh my god, my friends came around to mine. No, it's different because they're coming to my house, but they were so up for a vegan meal, and we made vegan fajitas, and that is such a good meal choice if you're going to someone else's, because like they loved it and they're like not vegan. So just find food that they're gonna love too, and then they'll be happy to make it.
How do you deal with negative comments / jokes about veganism from your peers? Yes, so that's quite common actually, but to be honest, with any kind of insult / banter, just take it on the nose. Like they're just trying to get a laugh. In my sixth form, they were all my closest friends. I had no problem with it. Obviously it was quite annoying, but I had no issues with it, and I went along with it. But every time I walked in the room, it'd be like, whoa, you're vegan. Wait, Rosie's vegan? Oh, maybe she should start her own food blog. And it was like, good one, I love it.
Banter.
So, like, I even on my leader's hoodie, I got Rosie's vegan with a question mark. Like, you just take it, because it kind of makes people enjoy your presence if they can.
People, I think, as much as people like kind of take the mick out of you, they're actually really interested, and it's just their way of like breaking that initial awkwardness over the fact that you're vegan, so they can find out more about it. So I went on a trip over the summer with loads of other people, and I was the only vegan on the trip. And you know, people used to come up to me and be like, oh, bloody vegan, like really in my face, and I was just like, oh my god. But at the same time, like, they were just doing it for the banter. And then when we left, we like, because we were away for so long, we wrote these like little booklets with like all our memories, and everyone was like, I was so inspired, and like the fact that you like had such strong opinions, but like you stood up for it was like so inspiring. That's just really nice to hear.
Okay, so I think we'll move on to like uni life questions / applying to uni as well. Best places in Oxford to go and visit. So we had a really long kind of walk just around everywhere. We went to Christchurch Meadow. So pretty. We looked around Oriel College a little bit.
Corpus Christi.
Yeah. Where else did we go? Just around.
Yeah, we just kind of wandered, like main area was like central Oxford. Defo, if you're coming to Oxford, just have a wander around all the colleges. Definitely worth it. Christchurch is like huge.
Yeah, you need to go to Christchurch Meadow. Like, it goes right by the canal, and you can see all of the I've got
Rows.
pens. Yeah, you can see all the rows going backwards and forwards, and it's really
cool.
to watch.
Really good photo opportunities.
Yeah.
Everyone was like playing rugby in the middle, and then it's like a 5-minute walk, just like get to the shops.
Go to the Red Cam. It's a Red Cam. No one knows what that is if you're not from Oxford. Radcliffe Camera, and the Radcliffe Camera is a library, and you can't really go in, but just kind of that area is just really nice to look at and really photogenic.
Yeah, get the IGs.
Also, museums, we haven't been to them actually today, but the Pitt Rivers is really good.
The Ashmolean.
And the Ashmolean, yeah.
Okay, next question.
Okay, this one, I'm going to be so biased now. What is the best college at Oxford for social life?
I wonder what you're going to answer.
I think I'm just going to have to say St. Peter's, you know? But honestly though, it is right in the centre. It's the most central college in the whole of the university. So within 2 minutes, there's 3 different nightclubs.
Would recommend.
And we've got a Wetherspoons literally on our doorstep. Various other pubs. It's so tight knit as well that everyone knows everyone, and we have our own college bar with, can I just say, £1 shots. Like,
where is that?
Voila!
Yeah.
But
I love, like, my mum watches this and it sounds like we've gone clubbing last night. Mum, we stayed in, it was a great night.
We totally watched Netflix. I guess any colleges have a good social life, but to be honest, because I'm not at them,
You just don't know.
I don't know.
I feel like, from what I've gathered, the smaller colleges, it just kind of has a tighter knit social life.
Yeah.
If you're like, I don't know, I just preferred smaller environments, and everyone here just seems really friendly.
Yeah,
The bigger you get, I feel like the harder it is to make a lot of close friends.
Yeah, so I would definitely say the bigger ones are kind of more prestigious in the academics, generally, not like completely, but social life is, if you want a social life, smaller colleges are definitely the way to go at Oxford. What do I want to do after my degree? I have no idea. So after my degree, I definitely want to do further study. I know that. I definitely want to do a master's and maybe a DPhil, which is a PhD, but they last about 6 years, so...
Would you want to come back to Oxford to do that?
I don't know, I might go abroad. I might, you know, find a specialist area and go to...
do it like Rome. Oh my god, that would
go
be
to
so
a
cool.
uni somewhere where my archaeology is on my doorstep. Korea though, I have no idea.
Off on some digs.
Yeah, I think maybe the first few years that's going to be quite fun. But after that, I feel like either research or like maybe writing books or whatever. Kind of that basic one.
What about like museum work?
Yeah, that's also something. Working with kids is something I like doing, but I know I don't want to be a full-time teacher. If I was going to do it, I would do outreach, so I'd maybe partnered with a museum or partnered with the uni, and I'd go out to schools and take things I've found or take my research and kind of give like little mini lectures to kids from maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 up, because I have worked with 6-year-olds doing Egyptian stuff, which was really fun and dead cute, and they knew a lot more than you thought they would. So it was a lot easier.
And they're
to
always
kind of teach them.
so interested in it at that age. Like, that's the age when you're like, oh my god, this is so cool. Before it's like uncool to be smart.
Yeah.
I got a question on my Tumblr. I don't know if you noted it down, and it was, have I started looking in universities yet? Because I'm only in 6-1, which is like first year, a sixth form or college. Depends what you do. I'm at a sixth form. And so it's like during my A-levels, so if you're not from England, you do your GCSEs, which last 2 years, your A-levels, which last 2 years, and then you go on to do your degree, which lasts 3 years, depending on what you do. So I'm in my first year doing A-levels, and yeah, I'm taking biology, Latin and French, plus a GCSE in Greek, and then I want to do classics at university. Where will I apply? I'm going to apply to Oxford. Join Rosie. Yeah, we were looking around some colleges before with like thoughts of where I might apply. UCL as well, Warwick maybe, because I think classics is quite good in Warwick.
Warwick is good for
or York.
subjects, yeah. York is amazing.
Yeah, and York's like a really lovely place as well. Like I want to be somewhere where I'm actually going to like the
I
area.
applied to York as well. It's very similar to Oxford in that everything historic is right on your doorstep. So for someone like both of us are doing kind of history-based degrees, it's really nice to kind of immerse yourself in that.
So many people outside. It's so lovely.
Gosh, there is.
Who are they?
I have no idea. That kind of leads on to this question, which is what attracted you to both of your courses that you want to study?
Oh, okay. Go on, you go first.
So, what attracted me to archaeology? Well, it's just, we don't know everything. There's so much more to discover. And I think it was the fact that I want to be able to discover something new. But also, all my life, I've been taken to, say, like Stonehenge. I've been taken to... if I was in France, I'd go and see like cave paintings and things.
That's so cool.
And that's what my family have kind of grown up with me doing. I've been to museums since I was tiny, and so I've been socialised into liking archaeology. I just find it so interesting. Like if you go to like a stately home, although it's not that old, you think 300 years ago, say a maid was walking up these same stairs and they
I always think like that. I'm like, oh my god, in this very spot, like all those years ago that was happening, and it's just so
and it's
like...
just, it gets you thinking so deeply. Like in Rome, for example, you're walking down kind of the piazza next to the Colosseum, and you're thinking 2,000 years ago, like there were people just selling things here, and it
makes you feel like really weird, but in like a good way, where you're just like, oh my god, like think of how different it was, and like I imagine like being able to see that. And I think the thing about like classics or archaeology is that you get one step closer to kind of being able to see through those people's eyes, and like that's what's really fascinating. I think that was why I know it's so bright. Like lean forward.
Oh my gosh!
Oh my god!
What are you doing?
Go away!
I'm trying to film a video. Thank you.
Bye. I was gonna say like what's attracted me to classics. So at my school, very briefly, basically like I have these two like absolutely incredible Latin teachers. I took GCSE Latin because I literally thought it would look good on a piece of paper, like look at you. It would make me look really good on paper. And then actually throughout the 2 years of doing GCSE, I was so inspired by my teachers. And I think like if you're vaguely interested in a subject, like go and do things that are going to really inspire you, because it like might just like flick a switch in your head where you're like, oh my god, I want to do that with my life. Because I remember it was like the beginning of my GCSEs and we came on a trip to Worcester College, and like we looked around, we got a couple of lectures, and I was like, oh my god, like I want to be a classics student, like this is just so cool.
So this one's quite good. Who's your biggest inspiration, just at all?
Mary Bid.
Probably is.
She's actually like I would genuinely say Mary Bid, because she's a real academic, but she's the most banterous person you will ever like. When she talks, she's like so relatable and such a laugh. She's just so passionate about what she does, and I think even if you're not into classics, just like her passion for what she's doing is like something everyone needs to aspire to. Yeah, no one seems to actually answer. We get like all the answers of like the same 6 people or something. It's cute though when you get a lot of questions from the same people. No, I haven't got any more. The little ghost is just refreshing for me. That's what he does. They looked at it. Nope, nothing. Nope. Fair enough. Okay. Well, that was really nice. That was it. We've answered a lot of questions. If you want to ask any more, then feel free to comment, DM my Instagram, which I'll probably link. I'll also be linking all of Anya's things. So her Instagram, her Tumblr, her YouTube, etc. Thanks, babes. And I should have a what I eat in a day up soon as well, because I know I've been promising you one of those for a long time and it's just never happened. Tut tut tut. So I kind of filmed half of it yesterday, which is not really the point, but I was rushing in the evening, so I'll just kind of add on one from another day. Let's squish them together. I tend to eat similar things anyway, so it doesn't matter. So hope you enjoyed the video. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Rosie's channel, do all that cool stuff, follow her on Instagram. I mean, I'm just gonna be my little cheerleader. You can do that every day of the week. I'm totally down. All the shout outs. Okay, great.
Bye.
Bye.